Good morning, everybody. It's February 25th, 2025. It's Coffee with Malcolm. Thank you for joining me today. Um, Still haven't figured out the TTS. I worked on it a little bit last night, got a little aggravated and quit. That's the text to speech for my part, so I can keep up with the chat conversations going on in the live feed. I apologize. We'll get it there, I promise. I know Johnny's after me about that kind of stuff, and we want Johnny to be happy. So, I'm getting logged in here. Ice Princess was the number one first comment. There's Johnny. Oh man, thank you guys for joining me this morning. It's supposed to get like 75 degrees here in Georgia today. It's insane. I love it. It's going to be a great day. Was going to have some news for you yesterday. It didn't pan out, but I'll go ahead and tell you what it is here in a few minutes regarding new information, something exciting going on. It's supposed to happen today. It got postponed, but whatever. That's not a big deal. Let's get our poll started here. And Terry doesn't know if he's first, second, or third. Hey, buddy, you're all three, buddy. You're first, second, and third place because you're awesome. So don't let anybody tell you any different. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. We got third, first, second, and third, my friend. What's another one? I want to put a fourth option in on my question for the day. Speech chat. Yeah, I saw some other ones. I use a program on the computer. I'm using my phone right now, my spare phone, to do the live stream with. And when I'm on the computer, I use a program called OBS. And what that allows me to do is I can put other things on the screen. I can incorporate stuff better because the YouTube website for going live is kind of limited on adding features like that. So I had been using OBS for that. You can look it up. It's a free program. A lot of YouTubers use it when they're showing, their subscriber count or some other little doodads on their little screen, things of that nature. That's why I got into it. Kind of went away from it because I thought it was too cluttered. And some people just didn't, care for it that much. But, let's see. There we go. Poll started up here, guys. Check Discord. Ice Princess first. All right, I'm looking at Discord as well. Let's see what we got going on here. I got 2 screens, 3 screens going on all over the place. Let's see here. Yep, she had a screenshot. She was technically first. You're correct. So we have to give kudos to Ice Princess. That's great tasting coffee. AKA Mel. MEL. Am I right on that? I think I am. There was I don't know if you guys remember when eBay came out. This is like 2000, year 2000, 2001 or something like that. Maybe 99, I'm not sure. But it was a whole new concept of buying and selling things at the time. The internet was just getting started, blah, blah, blah. And people were selling pretty much anything you could ever think of, and some things were just totally ridiculous. One of the things that some people were selling and actually made some money on, it actually got made the news, if I remember correctly, where people were selling themselves to be friends. So you could bid on a person to be your friend for a week or a month. And they would call you, text you, whatever, for a week and be your best friend. And that was what you paid for. And people thought it was hilarious and ridiculous. And it is. I mean, they're not really your friends. You got to pay them, right? Just saying. But now they have advertisements for artificial intelligence to be your best friend. Yep. Some of these AI companies, and I saw this, and I thought this was kind of pitiful and sad. But some of the, let's see here. Get past all that. I don't know if I have it in here. But anyway, basically it was like you need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to converse with. You need someone to give you answers and ideas and laugh at your jokes and be there for you 24/7, then use AI can be your new best friend. Talk about solitude. So my girlfriend, you could train her to say and have certain responses for you and all this other stuff. If you bought yourself an AI girlfriend, you just wouldn't be able to physically hold her and things of that nature, right? So, but yeah, artificial intelligence, girlfriends. Anyway, let's go to here. So you, obviously, we did a fundraiser, and for the animal shelter, raised a couple $100, gave a bunch of stuff, looked at some dogs. I was very tempted. Said I wasn't going to, but I ended up getting one anyway. Here's the guy that, if everything goes well, will be coming home with me later today. He's about a year and a half old. He's a German Shepherd mix of some kind. He's not as big or as furry as a traditional German Shepherd. He's very, very, I can't explain how timid he is. He's extremely timid. Um, and just, I felt so bad for him. I really did. He's a good dog. They have little, an area where you can sit with the dog and just kind of spend some time with him, see if you're a good match with the animal, things like that. I was there for over an hour just sitting with him, and he didn't like come up to me and stuff. I had to go to him, and I moved really slowly to pet his head, and he's just like this right here. He doesn't know. Um, so he was just a stray pickup. They found him, picked him up. He was just wandering around. In his little kennel, his little tails between his legs, and he's just he's not like the dog on the other end that wanted to eat my organs, but yeah, he looks almost exactly the same as that guy, but a lot more timid. So I bought some things for him, outside and inside, a little dog bed and a little dog house and water bowls and all that good stuff. Some tree, dog, all those necessities. And so yeah, hopefully here in a little, in a couple hours or so, I'll be bringing him home, and I'll give updates. Probably do some live stream later on today, showcasing him. His name on the tag they believe is Fido, but he wouldn't answer to Fido, and they also said maybe Lucky. He really wouldn't answer that either. So I'm not sure if they actually knew his real name, or he's just so timid that he's not going to respond right now to a name in particular. So I don't know. I took off today. Yes, Johnny. I took today off so that I could go get the dog, bring him home, spend time with him, acclimate him to the backyard and things like that, and just spend the day with him. So I'll be probably pop in and out on YouTube, some live stuff maybe, or I could do a collection of footage and make a video out of it. I'm not sure which way I want to do it. And so yeah, that's what's going on today. That was my big news. It was like it's so hard to adopt a dog. It's almost ridiculous. I know they want the hey Ramesh, how's it going? Um, they want to make sure the dog's going to a safe place. You're not trying to turn around and sell the dog or be like a puppy breeder or something like that, and all the other garbage. But the shelter there, he's got all of his shots. He's fixed. Um, and everything's up to par with him. Everything medically needs to be done is done. Just needs loving care. So that's what's going on. And then like Friday, I was going to, and they're like, "Well, we don't have all of his medical records on hand just yet." Hey, Ved, how's it going? Um, they wanted to make sure everything was completely taken care of before they handed him over, because they didn't want to like push any of the medical stuff on me first day, and that's just one of their policies, which is good. It's good, make sure he's taken care of. Um, um, and then yesterday, I went there, and they said that they had to do one more thing with it before they released me, but went over the paperwork and all that stuff. Um, buy a cube. Why would I buy a cube? What are we talking about? Buy a cube, Ved? It's easier to go buy a gun than it is to adopt a dog, and I find that kind of ironic. Johnny would probably kind of dismiss this. I mean, he's a gun enthusiast. And a Rubik's cube. You want to buy me? You want me to buy a Rubik's cube? I may. I might. I don't know. I'll probably get aggravated and throw it across the yard. Honestly, but I could go. I could go to the store, buy a shotgun, a whole box of shells, and just shoot up my entire house, or just go stupid with it in like within an hour. But it takes 4 or 5 days to adopt a dog that you're willing and happily and openly going to take care of. And hey, there's Sarah. Hey, Sarah, how you doing this morning? You want this type of cup? This one I just found at Walmart. I like coffee, maybe 3 people. But I have the official Coffee with Malcolm mugs, as you can see right there. I give those out every once in a while. Um, it's yeah, it is pretty. It's super easy to get a gun. Um, I could, in 3 days I can get a pistol. The same day I get a rifle or a shotgun, and but it takes 4 or 5 days to adopt a dog. I had to send them videos of my house, and that in fact I had to show that I in fact had running water and some other things. Um, the lady there was super nice. She said there's been cases where people want to adopt an animal and they can even take care of themselves, and they just wanted proof to show that you are first able to take care of your own self before you can go off and try to take care of an animal. I get it. Uh, it's just it seemed like a lot of overkill. You need an updated tracking number for your mug? Well, I'll get that. So, oh, we need a recap. Okay, Terry needs a recap. Let's read some of these first. He purchased a gun on Monday, walked out the store that Saturday. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy. You can buy a gun so super fast, and I don't know. There's reasons why it's ridiculous. You know, things that can be done with a gun. I don't support those things or endorse them by any means. I'm just saying something that's deadly I can get within an hour, and something that just wants a place to curl up and hang out and and chill takes 4 or 5 days. So mm, I'll get the tracking number and I'll look it up, Ramesh. But it should be on its way. It should be good to go. I just don't have it right in front of me at the moment. So, but anyway, the recap, we talked about adopting a dog, and then hey GH, um, and that's mainly what we've been talking about. Oh, and AI can be your girlfriend or boyfriend. So if you can't make friends, you've always got artificial intelligence on your side. So yeah, with deliveries with nasty dogs and the post office. Um, if the mail person, man or female, comes up to a house and feel like they're in danger, they'll just turn around and leave. They don't have to deliver the mail. They don't have to get out of the vehicle. Nothing. Safety first. So if they feel threatened by a person or an animal, they can. There's an option on the scanner when they scan the packages and things like that. This is dog interference or something like that, and then they can, if they need proof, they can use their cell phone, take a video of what's going on. A lot of times the postmaster doesn't question it, um, unless unless the person's just doing it at all these random houses suddenly. Then that's odd. If it's a red flag, they'll try to investigate. But if you can, and they all mail carriers are supposed to carry a little thing of dog spray. It's provided by the post office for free. It's not super mace or anything like that. It's just a deterrent. Some people say it doesn't work worth a damn. Some people don't carry it. But we even have safety talks every year about delivering to homes with dogs and things like that, and different practices and things you can do to protect yourself, all stuff and stuff. So it's a very um, detailed thing. It's a very prevalent situation with the Postal Service as far as dogs or any other vicious animal. Um, one lady, she was walking up to a house and there was a snake on the ground, a huge snake in front of the porch. She turned around and left. She's like, I'm not dealing with that snake, and that's part of it, you know. They don't want the mail carriers to get hurt or injured or bitten or whatever. So, yeah, they'll just turn around and leave. So if you've got a dog that just can't keep himself, you know, in his own place, he just goes after everybody all the time. You're probably not going to get your packages. Just saying. Um, Post office truck driver. Hey, now let's not talk about Musk. I don't like Musk anymore. I'm starting to dislike him. I am not getting the man-eating German Shepherd. No, the one that I am adopting is polar opposite of the man-eating German Shepherd. He walks around. He's super insanely timid. It makes you wonder if something bad happened to the guy. He's barely 2 years old. He should be like jumping around, playing with toys and stuff. But he doesn't. He's like, yeah. But you know, hopefully I'll be able to change that over time. So, in Grok 3 works poorly. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this. Oh, you've got a firearm. If you've already been cleared for, you know, with your permits for guns, you can just get another one in like 5 minutes. I believe it. Yeah. Hmm. No, I'll show you. I'll show you a picture of the dog. There's the dog. He looks similar to the man eating German Shepherd, but I swear to you, he's complete polar opposite. My only concern about bringing him home today is getting him in the back of the car. You know, he he was super timid about me petting him on top of the head, and I was moving really slow and gentle and just talking soft to him, and that was not comfortable for him. So, hey Wesley, to be able to pick him up and put him in the back of the Subaru, I've got a nice dog pad there. It's cushy and everything. He's going to be comfortable back there. I got it all set up, but I may have the people at the shelter help me, you know, kind of get him into the car. I don't want to scare him or, you know, make him feel threatened. Like he's threatened in some way. You know what I'm saying? You know. But there's Blue Creeper. How's it going? And Envy's here as well. Everybody's showing up. Let's make sure we hit that like button, guys. I I know. Man, I was just like, and that little husky, it was a very beautiful dog. And that little husky dog is still there, but her energy is off the charts. And I was excited about that one dog that was like 6 years old, and he was kind of leaned against the chain link fence that day, and he was like, give me the side eye. That was like my kind of dog, super chill and want to relax, you know. But anyway, I ended up with this guy. He's a little bit younger, um, and just you know, I didn't want to. You know, the shelter is not a no-kill shelter. They told me that if they get overcrowded, that's when they have to make the decision on which dog to euthanize. Um, they've been very fortunate. They said they haven't had to do that in a long time. People have been stepping up and adopting animals or coming back and claiming the animals that ran away from home, things like that. So they say it's an absolute last resort for them to do anything. Um, but I don't know. It's controversial. I understand that. Um, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. Some like the guy that works there, and he scrubs the kennels and he feeds them. He's kind of like their little caretaker. They all love him. He's a super nice guy, and all the animals, even the killer German Shepherd, will just you know, like sit there and wag his tail and rub up against him and pet him, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Super, yeah, but they did say if the dogs just cannot be adopted and cannot get along with anybody and they're overcrowded. They said there's a lot of factors they take in consideration. They reach out to other shelters and things like that to see if they can find homes for these animals. Yeah. So yeah, Wesley, I'm getting a dog. Today's the day. Here, show it one more time. There he is. Um, so let's look at the name suggestions here. And So Fido's 38%, Lucky is 46, Robert is 8, and Sparky is 8. I am going to admit that I'm leaning towards Robert. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't want him to have the same old cheesy dog name, for one thing. And I just think it'd be hilarious if he learned the name Robert and his name was Robert. And if he ever became a bad boy, I can call him Dick. So I think there's a win-win for the name Robert. I don't know. I thought that would be hilarious. uh, yeah, I don't know. Is it Richard or Robert? It's Richard that gets converted into the Dick, isn't it? Not Robert. I can't remember. Which one is it? Johnny, is it Richard or Robert? And the nickname for that name would be Dick, which is totally insanity. Why those two? Richard is the one. Well, we're going to call him Richard then. His name's going to be Richard. So that way, if he's a bad boy, I can call him Dick. mm. That makes sense. Rich equals Dick. Yeah, well, let's see here. What else we got going on? I try to look at the good news network, see if there's something other good news in the world, not just me adopting a dog. Let's see here. And the shelter even said that they'll cover any and all medical expenses for like the first 60 days as well. Should anything come up or arise with him health wise or something like that. So, I mean, they really make it easy. Well, it's not easy. It takes days. But, I mean, they really cover all their bases, and they really want to make sure the animal's taken care of. So, because the dog is lucky indeed, I know. He's a bad boy. The poll is invalid once again. I know. Jeez. I messed up. I can end it, but I can't edit. I cannot edit it. So if somebody says Robert, they're actually saying Richard. I mistyped. A lot of the times I do the poll, they're random at best anyway. He made him sound like time ago. I don't know. Richard. He's going to be Richard. And I can just imagine people coming up, oh, that's a nice dog. What's his name? And like, Richard. You directly voted. I didn't get the question. You need to revote. Happy makes me coffee. He said it backwards. Is it upside down on the screen? No, you just did it backwards because Johnny wants to be fake news. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get into that. Oh, anyway, we got to do good news, right? Oh gosh. What's something about something here? I don't know. Good job. I caught it backwards. Yep. I was looking at it and going, subscribe, happy makes coffee. I'm like, is the camera upside down? Johnny's testing me. He's testing me. What? Pierced by Cupid's sedan. Woman forgives and marries a motorist who accidentally ran her over. This is so stupid. I'll say it again. Pierced by Cupid's sedan, woman forgives and marries motorist who accidentally ran her over. Johnny B! You want to do that? Excellent. Well, if he runs over a few more people, he can have a few more wives. Polygamy all the way. Let's see. Thanks, Johnny, for the $2. Appreciate that, bro. And then if I get enough donations, I'll do Mr. Burns the whole time. I'm not going to read the whole story behind it. The headline is enough. But yeah, he ran her over, and now they're getting married. So stupid. The things people do for relationships these days. What do you think about that, Smithers? Yes, sir. All right. This day in history. Change the subject here. He's like, flip the script really quick. Johnny wears makeup and wigs. Oh, really? He's got. I've got to check out Johnny's page. He's wearing makeup and wigs. Is that why you changed your name to Daddy's Boy Servant for a while? Bert the Chimney Sweep from Mary Poppins. I would have to listen to it to see if I can do it. I used to be able to do all kinds of voices, but like any skill set, if you don't practice it often, you lose it. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I can't. I have to look up Bert the Chimney Sweep from Mary Poppins. That's a lot. I gotta write that down. Bert, Mary Poppins. Yeah, I don't know about Bert this here. Um, Another Van Halen first. Yeah, muscle memory kicks in. You start doing these things. Didn't we do? It was Led Zeppelin. We talked about this day in history yesterday. But today, Van Halen's song "Jump" started a 5-week run at #1 in the U.S. singles chart in 1984. What's day in history? And plate carriers. You forgot the plate carriers. I'm worried about you, Johnny. You got a whole thing going on there. You haven't been sharing it with us. And then, what's another one on there? People in Amsterdam protested against Nazis and anti-Jewish laws in 1941. Mm. Boy servant. I get it now. I get it now. Still, I want to know how this AI thing is supposed to be your friend. Sounds a little creepy. Istanbul's here. Hello, Istanbul. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. We're having a good morning so far on this Tuesday. Tactical. Yeah, he's more of a tactical boy servant with all his weaponry, doomsday prepping, and all that other good stuff. The first time I ever really thought about what should I do as far as I watched this stupid show on Netflix, and it got me thinking, I might need to start stockpiling some stuff. And I thought about Johnny, and I'm like, I got to get in touch with Johnny. This is I don't know, the show it's a series, and it was kind of creeping me out a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really considered that. I've always joked around that if the end times were near and it's the apocalypse, I'm just gonna ride it out with a few cans of soup that I got, and then just let it happen, whatever happens. It's gonna be total chaos. Yeah, we'll show Istanbul the dog as well. Everybody wants to see the doggy. Here's another picture of him. Now we got to decide if he's going to be Robert or Richard. Purdy lips. What did Blue say? I got to read up here again. Today is National Covered Nut Day and Clam Chowder Day on the same day. Oh my gosh. There's no innuendos on that, right? Patchy helicopter dude. Yeah, Terry, he's got a lot of things going on. Like, what? Let's see here. It doesn't let me do. I was trying to figure something else out with the YouTube thing here, and it's not letting me do it. I was looking at the slow mode option for the live stream, I couldn't find it. I know I'd seen it on the settings. I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked and looked and looked, could not find it. It pissed me off. It made me mad last night. Richard the Third. Oh no, it's covered nut. That's funny. The covered nut and clam chowder. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, you guys are having too much fun in the chat. But there's supposed to be an option for the slow mo, and it's supposed to be happening while you're on the. While you're in the live stream itself, and I don't see it. I don't see it. It's like they took it away or something. I don't know. You need stronger coffee for this? Yeah. And it's still a tie between kind of a tie between Lucky and Fido, but he's going to either be called Robert or Richard. I haven't quite decided yet. Robert does sound pretty cool though. I'll probably never call him a dick. So I think, well, everybody uses the same dog names over and over and over again. Sweetie and Lucky and Smoochie or what, all these other little baby names. Bert. Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. I don't know. We'll see. I'm torn between Robert and Richard. We'll figure it out. The dog may not even like either one of those. FA-18 Hornet stands for Fighter and Attack. What about George? Could call him George. Hey, George. Yeah, George could work too. I still like the Richard or Robert. I don't know. Some names you need to have needs to have something at the beginning of the name that catches the attention of the animal. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way, but something you can enunciate if you're calling out his name that is distinctive. And there's some letters that you wouldn't have in a dog's name, in my opinion. Like starting with a vowel, that would make it not as strong of a name for a dog, especially when you're trying to call the dog's name out. Does that make sense? We have attack helicopters versus jet airplanes, fighter planes. There's some interesting stuff about that A-10 Warthog. That is a mean machine. It is even designed, if it loses half a wing, it's still able to fly and get back to base and land. It's designed for that. Yeah, that's the scariest. That's the scariest thing jet that I could ever think of. And it has such a distinct look to it. The A-10 Warthog, man, it's. I never saw one in real life in action, but it's a pretty formidable fighter jet. It's not for like air combat; it's for ground support. But yeah, it's a force to be reckoned with. It's insane. Very agile and can take a beating and still fly home. So Terry's middle name is Robert, so it could be an ode to Terry if I named the dog Robert. Took you a little while to say that. I think I am going to go with Robert, like I said in the poll. That was kismet. So Lucky still being leading the poll 40%. I just don't know. I think we will go with Robert. We're going to name him Robert. It's done. We're going to call him Robert. I did that in the poll. That's what his name will be. Now, when I used to have a black lab 7, 8 years ago, There's for all you dog owners or even pet owners of any kind. Um, let's see. It's called Gun Dog Supply, if I remember correctly. And let's see here. I'm gonna look up the website for you guys. It's a really awesome website. Yeah, that's it. Gun Dog Supply. So I'm not gonna name the dog Lucky. I'm gonna name him Robert. I'm trying to read Terry's long thing here. I've seen it. I've seen them on video, but I haven't seen them in person, Terry. I can imagine what they sound like in real life flying over. They're pretty insane. If you have pets, I'm not endorsed by these people, but I really like their site and the products they offer. Gun Dog Supply. You can get an actual leather collar with a brass plate riveted into the leather collar with like 4 lines of information, and it's like $30, and it's like a really thick, sturdy chunk of leather for a collar, and it has the big brass plate on there with the information. It's not coming off. They're not going to lose the little dangling tag like you see in some of these other dog collars you get at the store, stuff like that. And they ship them pretty quick. Now, it was years ago when I bought one for the dog that I had. But yeah, if you give it a look at it, guys. If you have dogs, cats, whatever, mainly dogs, but they do have stuff as well. They sell anything and everything, and a lot of it's for hunting, for like dogs to go hunting. But they've got these vests. They got all kinds of tracking collars, regular collars, dog beds, pretty much everything you could want for your dog you can get on this site. And I think they're based in Mississippi, actually. So they make the stuff right here in the States as far as the leather products are concerned. I'm sure some other stuff may be manufactured in other countries when it comes to like vests and things like that, electronics. But it's a locally owned and operated business. If I remember correctly, they're out of Mississippi, unless they moved. You want to watch videos? Boss Dog? Name it Boss? Nah, I don't want to do the Dukes of Hazzard instead of Boss Hog, Boss Dog. You could be Uncle Terry. You could be. Be Uncle Terry. That's what we're going to call now. You got to change your name on YouTube to Uncle Terry. And let's see, Loki's got some good artwork. He put it in the Discord. If you guys haven't been on the Discord, the link is in the description of this video. Check it out. It's where our little community keeps in touch with each other throughout the day. Little clips and videos and pictures and comments and things of that nature. So yeah, check it out. Torrin Smith. There we go. We got our relation to Conor McGregor. I used to get that all the time. It's kind of died down. It still happens every once in a while. But no, I'm not related to Conor McGregor. Do they have the AirTag collar? Let's look and see. Dog tracking collars. Now this is like some serious dog stuff. The collar, it actually has an antenna hanging off of it. It's $1,200. Comes with a GPS Garmin Alpha tracker. And things like that's the type of stuff they have on this website. It's really serious stuff. They have a toned down version from PetSafe that has an app on your smartphone that you can get. But yeah, But anyway, let's see your regular collars and nameplates. Let's look up one of those real quick. But I am not related to Conor McGregor. Thanks for asking, though. If you're new to the channel, we have a map of the world here. So if anybody visits us from another state or another country, and we kind of vet you a little bit, make sure you're not just completely random. We scratch off the location on the planet Earth where you are, and hopefully one day we'll get everybody, all the countries and stuff and states scratched off at some point. That's one of our goals here on Coffee with Malcolm. So yeah, join the Discord. You're busy, man. People are busy, but you'll see here. Chicago people say y'all. Do Chicago people say y'all? You actually ran Garmin for 9 days. I'll be getting the dog here. I'm supposed to be there at 9, which is an hour and 20 minutes from now. I want to go to the store and get a couple more things before I go there because I don't want to take the dog to the store. So I need to run to the store quick, get a couple of last minute items. Then we'll bring him home and do a little videos and things like that. So the leather dog collar plus the brass nameplate is $25, and then you can select the different sizes. So if you have a 12-inch wrap neck up to 18 inch, and then another one's up to 22 inches in case you got like a Saint Bernard or something like that. But they're really nice leather collars, genuine leather, brass plates on there. It's not coming off. The collar's not coming off either. It's kind of stiff, but it's rounded for their neck, and they're going to have a really, really hard time getting it off themselves. So, yeah. And he's already chipped. The dog's been chipped already, so that's going to be in there too. Use a collar for 9 days. Okay. No, I'm taking off today, Istanbul, because we're getting the dog, bringing him home. I'm going to spend the whole day with him the first day. So I don't just like drop him off. I'll be back. I go to work, bro. See you later. But yeah. I'll be home and I'll be posting some stuff on there as well. Careful with brass. Why should I be careful with brass? I'm not sure. It's nice rounded corners. It's totally safe. I bought these collars before in the past. Like I said, I don't have any stock in them. I don't own anything, and they're not endorsing me. It's just some cool site that I stumbled upon like 6 or 7 years ago, and I really liked it. But anyway, dogs can be allergic to brass. Huh. Well, I mean, that's something to consider. Just the tag is brass. Well, we can figure that out and see. I didn't know dogs could be allergic to brass. No, he's not the mean barking one. People ask that too. There's another dog who looks almost exactly like the mean barking one on the other end of the kennel, and complete polar opposite. Tail between his legs, hunkered down, just very timid. I spent like over an hour with him in the play area. He kind of warmed up to me a little bit. Trying to pet him across the head, he was just like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" type thing. So, yeah, should have got the Zaza dog. Yeah, that's your dog. For Abnorm, get the Zaza dog. Retired dog, the drug sniffer. mm. Yeah. No, he's that one that like tried to get through the gate and kill me. Is super friendly with the guy who works there, takes care of the kennels and feeds them and stuff. He flipped a switch like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when that guy came around. And got in there with him. He's like, "Look, he's okay, he's fine." And he's just like, "La la la." Like he turned to a little puppy instantly when that guy went into the kennel with him. And as soon as he left and saw me, he went berserk. So, yeah, your dog ate the Zaza. Be here all day with us. Yeah, I could be. I could do most of the day. I'll check in and out. Maybe do little segments throughout the day with the new dog, things like that. I got him at a couple of nice. I got him a memory foam dog bed for the living room. It's got this little bolster thing around it so he can kind of rest his head on there. An all-day stream again. Well, I don't think I'm going to do the 24-hour stream or 12-hour stream. I'm kind of break it off in segments throughout the day. But yeah, we can definitely check in and let you know the progress we're making with Robert as the day progresses. Donut beds. I've never seen the donut beds. But this one was nice. It has the memory foam cushion in the bottom. It's going to be nice and soft for him. And it's got this little bolster around the sides and back so he can lay his head on it. And then I got another one here in the bedroom. So if he decides to lay in there, he's not jumping on the bed. He's got his own little bed. So I'm not sure how he's going to act or what he's going to actually do when he gets here. I'm sure he's going to sniff around, check everything out, find a spot that he feels comfortable in, and then we'll make adjustments according to what Robert wants, I guess, for the most part, right? uh, Johnny's got it's Johnny and Wesley going back about makeup and plate carriers. Yeah. But anyway, sleeps on Malcolm's face. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep this 45-minute schedule for the live stream today. Like I said, I may be coming back in later to let you guys check in on what's going on with the dog throughout the day. But guys, have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, watch some of the other videos. Check out our Discord. Check us out, or check me out and the stream later on today when we have updates with the dog. And I'll see you guys probably in a few hours back on here again. All right, guys, later.